Hey everybody, welcome to Rustic Chicks Design. I'm Elizabeth and this is my Third Thursday Thrift Flips video for September. I'm really excited that you're tuning in today. I've got a fall theme going on throughout my video. I also want to showcase some of our beautiful fall earrings that we have for sale in my Etsy shop, so don't forget to go by and check those out. This is the first pair. I'm going to switch them out throughout the video so you'll see some of my other pairs. But let's get started with my thrift flips. So for this flip, I was really excited when I saw this in the store. I've been looking for these and I hadn't found any before. So when I walked in there and saw this in the thrift store, I was really excited. But doesn't this look like a pumpkin? So this is really cute. And all I'm really gonna do is paint this, fix it up, make it a little bit more festive. I only paid $1 for it. So stay tuned and let's see how we make this one over.
So really simple. All I'm doing here is I'm taking some of the ivory chalk paint from Waverly and I'm just lightly going over this little tin pan here. I'm still leaving a little bit of the copper to show through. I've got one of the little jagged brushes from the Dollar Tree that makes it really easy to do that where it doesn't make it a really solid finish. And you can see here too, I've got our other links listed here. That's my Etsy shop. You can also follow us on Instagram, Facebook. We're also starting a couple TikToks and they're all Rustic Chicks Design. So thanks for following us. And if you're new here to my channel, I'd love to also have you subscribe. And if you're already a subscriber, I want to say thank you for subscribing and supporting my channel. So here you can see the little pumpkin. All I'm doing here, and I love the rustic outdoorsy look, so I wanted to use something from outdoors to make my little stem on the pumpkin. So these are just some branches that I clipped off. I'm going to glue the ends of these together. I've got 4 little branches. I'm hot gluing these together and then I'm going to hot glue this as one piece onto the top of the pan here to make a little pumpkin stem. Once I got that glued on, I'm going to take some of this raffia. They do sell this at the Dollar Tree. They don't have it in stock yet at the stores here. So I actually found this at Walmart. It was like $2, $2.50, I think, something like that for a whole pack. Just tied a little simple bow. I'm hot gluing it onto here with my glue gun. Next, you're going to see me take some of the Waverly Antique Wax. I'm going to go over the front here just to kind of give it some definition here and give it more of that kind of farmhouse rustic pumpkin type look. Well, let me know what you think about flip number 1. So this was really easy and simple. I think it would look great if I had some other, baking pans or bundt pans to go with it to have several little pumpkins here. But I think it's really turned out cute. Only paid $1 for it, so I thought this was a great flip for fall. So our guest host this month is Lowly D's Creations. She has some gorgeous thrift flips along with some amazing budget-friendly DIYs. Her information is listed down in my description box, along with Tammy the Rusted Willow is the other host for this open invitation. So their information along with the playlist is listed down in my description box.
All right, for this flip, I was really excited too. I love lanterns outside and I found this little lantern. It looks, it's all in one piece. I really don't like the color of it, but also look at this, check this out. Boom, it also lights up. I was really surprised that it still worked, but we're gonna make this over, so stay tuned and see how we flip this over and check out my other pair of earrings here.
So I'm going to disassemble this lantern, and it was actually pretty easy to take apart. It just had a couple screws here in the bottom, and then I was so excited that the candle worked, but when I went to take the candle apart, I actually stripped it when I pulled it apart. I couldn't believe I did that. I was so upset, and I think it was kind of like a specially made size here to fit in here. So I'm still going to use the bottom as the base, but I'm actually going to put some pumpkins in here. So we're going to paint this more of like a barn red, more of a fall color here. And you'll just see me, I'm just going to use a spray paint and go over this. And then I'm going to take some of the antique wax. I'm going to go over it to give it just a little bit of a more rustic type finish. And you can do this just really quickly, kind of hitting the highlights here in the corners, wherever you think it would kind of have like a rust look, or just around those edges. And for the inside of this lantern, I'm just taking some fake leaves for fall. I've got a couple different ones inside here. And then I'm just going to fill it with some different colored little pumpkins. I really like the off-white pumpkins you'll see here in a minute, but I wanted a little bit of a mix with some different colors. So that's all I did. I did leave that base part from the candle in the bottom so it wouldn't have an opening there. And then I printed off a little pumpkin on my Cricut, and I'm going to put a little pumpkin on both sides of the top of the lantern. And I just love these pumpkins. I really like the white ones with those lines in between it there, so some of that color kind of peeks through. So definitely leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about my little lantern here. I really love this color so much better than that blue that it was. I wish I hadn't destroyed the candle that was in here, but I think this is a great look for fall too. I love seeing the lanterns when they're filled with pumpkins, and we could also switch these out for something else. I just have to remove my vinyl there, but let me know what you think about this one, and we're moving on to my next flip.
So this is my next flip here, and this is also, I'm going to try to make this into like a pumpkin topiary type thing. I'm hoping that this is something that I could put outside to decorate with. But I found this little bucket at the thrift store. It was $2.50. It's a nice little metal piece. It's much bigger than the ones that they have at the Dollar Tree. So all I'm going to do is paint this. We're going to try to put some little fall pumpkins and maybe some leaves or something in here. So stay tuned.
So to start with, for this bucket here, I painted it black. So you're going to see me spray paint this black. And then I had the idea that I was going to use some like buffalo plaid check vinyl on here. I actually found some at the Dollar Tree that was only a penny. So it was a great buy. But then when I tried to use it here, it was too thin to use actually on a Cricut machine, or mine was tearing it. My blade, I guess, was too sharp or something. But so I just drew a pumpkin and I was going to put it on here, and it looks okay, but I just didn't love the way that it looked. I like the plaid, but I thought something else would look better. So I'm going to change that and put something else on here. And you can actually see there that I actually went back and spray painted it in aluminum, because that, you know, that plaid was not going to show up against that black. So this is a pumpkin that I've got from the Dollar Tree. This was actually one of like the $3 pumpkins that they had there. And I have used this before. It was orange, and it did originally come with like some glitter there on the top. And I had tried to remove most of that before, but I just spray painted this in heirloom white spray paint. I'm using the wax again here in the top, just to make it look more like, you know, kind of a rustic pumpkin. And I've painted the stem there, and I'm going to go across the bottom of it a little bit. And I just want this to kind of lightly sit on top of the bucket. And here's a look again at the bucket. I'd already put some of that raffia around the top. I'd hot glued that with my glue gun, and I put the pumpkin on here, and then I just didn't like the way that buffalo plaid pumpkin looked. So I switched it out. This is another design that's on Cricut Design Space. I love this. It looks really cute. And I really like the way that this black looks up against that aluminum on the bucket here. So really cute saying, and then you can see here a little bit better about the raffia here. And I just kind of twisted that around there and hot glued it a little bit. And then I'm just going to set the pumpkin kind of sideways on the top of it, just so it's kind of resting there. My original thought was to do like a topiary, but I didn't have another pumpkin that was a good size, and I was having trouble finding one that would stack on top. So I like the way this looks too, so let me know what you think about that. And just kind of sitting, resting kind of there on top of the bucket. It looks great with some of the other pumpkins and the signs that I have. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed my video. Thanks so much for watching. I'd love to have you stop by my shop. Give me a heart at my shop. That'll help it out, even if you don't make a purchase. And if you make a purchase, thanks so much. Share it with a friend. Subscribe to my channel. Check out the playlist and subscribe to our channels. It's free to subscribe to people's channels. And if you leave us a comment, that also helps our videos out, so they'll go to the top. Thanks again for watching. Hope everybody has a great start to their